must be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
His first throw is an interception. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
Bad news, yeah, that's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy barn trick me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. On play action, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now Young. They'll find McMillan here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Young. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
1st and 10. They go play action. Young. Now he's going to step up and run. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A gain of 15. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here's blue striker. 10 flat.
Young will set to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
95. Ready?
Now Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Rodgers wants to change the look.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. Down the right sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 53 yards. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Panthers nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this goal.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Come on, set. Blue 32. Set, huh?
Looking to throw, Young. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers
Up the middle, Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
26.
At the 37-yard line.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
At the 49-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
6 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Caught on a slant. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To the left side, he's got McMillan. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, Young from the gun. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On the ready? Down.
Final play of the half, Young. He's going to try and go deep again. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. He's on his way. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here's they begin the first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Hey, take 26.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's got his man on the crossing road. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll play fake. Now Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. On play action, Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very